and let the one who has no sword sell his cloak and buy one.
Hey guys, this is Spencer with Defense Training. I want to do a small overview of the Streamlight TLR-7 HLX, so stay tuned.
This video is brought to you by Holsters by Defense Training. Make sure to check them out at holstersbydefensetraining.com.
Alright guys, so I want to do a small overview, a little bit of tabletop. I'll show you what was in the package, show you a little bit about it, and then I'm going to actually show you it working in the dark. So we'll get to that in a minute or so. But the Streamlight TLR-7 HLX, and this has the USB charging capabilities. I'll show you that here in a second. And then it's rated at 1,000 lumens. I assume that's pretty close to being correct with their testing and all that stuff. It comes in this package. It says it fits full-size and compact handguns with rails. It doesn't have a big list of everything it fits. It's not going to fit them all, but it will fit the majority of them. If you look at some of my other videos, we're trying to take our holster molding. These are our testing molds. Once we make the holster, we test it with the blue guns. The blue gun is the closest thing we can get to an actual gun without buying an actual gun. The measurements are correct. Basically, it just doesn't work. And these are between $60 and $100, I'll say, depending on which one you get. To where to buy this actual gun, it'd be $600. Or maybe I could find a used one, but these are a lot cheaper, a lot easier, and these wear out over time, so we can replace them a lot cheaper. And to make our holsters, we pop the actual light, so we use the actual lights for our holsters. That's not cheap, but we get a better quality. They're not to the good quality with the lights yet in the molding props. So we buy the actual lights, and this is the actual TLR-7 HLX on the Glock 21. And this is how it would fit. Now you can go out a little bit further for any of you guys with longer fingers. You could go out a little bit further. So you've got two of the universals that fit the Glocks. And this is how you would do it. This has got universal number 1, so it would extend it out the difference between the two. So it would bring it out that much further away. So if you got longer fingers, you can pull it out that much further. And then you can go from there. And if you're ordering a holster from us and you have one of these lights, let's say on the Glock 21, and you want a holster made for it, put a note in there saying, hey, I have the TLR-7 HLX, which is what you're purchasing, but I also have Universal 1 or Universal 2, because if you don't put that, we're going to pop Universal 1 on there and send it. But put which one you have, Universal 1 or 2, or if you don't have a Glock, if you have another firearm that comes with the 1913 railing 1 through 3, tell us which one you have, and we'll pop that on there. We'll make the mold off of that, and that way we can make sure we get it exactly the way you want it. If you don't put any of that on there, it's going to come with number 1, basically, or the one that works the best as far as we're concerned, and then we're going to send it to you. But it actually comes with an extra set of arms, or switches I should say. So it comes with a set of switches that look like this. This is what they're going to look like from the side. And this is another light, but that's this is what comes on it, and then this is what you're going to get with it. And they would fit. Oh man, see if I can hold it. They would fit something on like that. Alright, so, and it comes with a key. So it comes with this tool key. This has where you can push your pins out, put the other one in, and I'm assuming there's a spring behind here, so be careful with that. And then it also has to where you can take it on and off. It's not exactly a flathead. It's a rounded off. It's kind of like a penny, because I know a lot of people use pennies or quarters or nickels to get it off. But that's what it comes with. And this also has the other side to take. It comes with a little clip right here. This one I've already taken off. We take them off to make our holsters because we'll back them all the way out and change out stuff real quick. But you can pop that off. But it comes with a little like E-clip. Alright, and then you just push down, cut it on, or you push in. It's on that pin hinge, and it goes either way. It goes down or in. It does the same thing, and then that's it. So this one, show you a couple things about it. I just have a standard battery in here right now. You do not have to take this off to take the battery out. If you see this, these are really easy changeable. So you just pull this, make sure you don't lose that spring. You pull your side off. You can take your universal 1 out. You can pop your universal 2 in. Put your side back on. Then you put your screw on. Again, don't lose your spring. And that's how easy it is to change. Then I could go back to this gun, and then it would sit out that far, which is a really good look, to be honest with you. I like the where it's basically even with the slide here. I like that look. However, it depends on how short or long. This would work perfectly for me because I could just do that and then come right into the trigger if I needed to. So this will work perfect for me, but if you got shorter fingers, you may need that. And I don't have big hands, so you probably don't. Or you could push it here. So whichever one fits you best. Again, just send us a note down in the link and we get that holster made. But to change the battery, you're just going to unscrew the front. And it's got its little rubber seal for waterproofing, basically. And you're going to pull the battery out. And it comes with a battery. Now, this is not the one that it comes with. It comes with this one. Yes. So if you see, this one has USB charging here. And it comes with a USB. So you plug this into your computer or your plug or wherever you've got. And then you put this into the actual battery. So it would charge it just like that. So you charge it like that. You do have to pull the battery out to charge it. Personally, it only comes with one. I would want at least two, so I can have one charging and one in my gun. I don't know that there's a time that I would want it not in the gun, especially if you're carrying the gun all the time. So I would want at least two of these. You can also buy just a charger for other of these batteries. These are the 123 or 123As. You can just buy these. You know, you can get the Energizers, the 123s, or Streamlight sells the 123As. They're the same thing, depending on what company calls them what. The 123s are, I know, lithiums. Right there, Energizer lithiums. I like the Energizers. However, I have training guns that use these, so I've since went to rechargeables. But that's how it works. Then you just pop it in. I'm going to put an actual battery, and you put the positive down, just like that. And when you're tightening these down, these are aluminum, so make sure you're careful, and you don't, if it's tight when you start screwing it, unscrew it and back it back out until it seats. I usually back it around till I can feel it flat, and then screw it in and tighten it, because you can strip that aluminum really, really easy. And this is what we've got with the Streamlight TLR-7 HLX. So if you're looking for a Streamlight, this one has 1,000 lumens. The standard TLR-7 here, 7X, has 500 lumens. This has twice the lumens. It's a little bit longer, so some of your guns it's going to stick out past the barrel just that much further. You know, some of your guns are going to look like that. Personally, if I had it, I would want it to get it as flush as I could. I like the flush look. I don't necessarily like this look. Personal opinion. If you do like it, more power to you. We can make the holsters for whichever. However, I like this look a little bit better, so I would go with that. But if you're looking for the Streamlight TLR-7X or HLX, this is what it looks like on the Glock 21, and this is how it fits on that Glock 21. If you check all our other videos out, we're loading videos up that shows you what these lights look like on different guns, the molding that we have for them, so you can see what it looks like on the gun. You know, maybe you can't find pictures and all that out there of them. There typically are pictures out there, but maybe you can't find those pictures. But right now what I want to do is I want to go and I want to show you what this looks like in the dark. So let's go check that out. Alright guys, I got the Streamlight TLR HLX, and we're going to do a test on the target. I have the target about 40 feet away from me, something like that. It's kind of hard to tell on this camera. But what we're going to do is I'm going to shine this light on it. This is a 1,000 lumen light. The only light in the shop, as you can see, my router and stuff and all that going crazy. But I have a flashlight back here with me so I can see how to operate the camera and what I'm doing basically. But that's the only light in the shop. And then I'll go actual pitch black here in a second. But I want to show you what this does with the target. Again, we're roughly 40 feet away. I'm from one end to the other end. I have a 50-foot shop, so I'm roughly about 40 to 45 feet away. Let's see what it does. All right, here we go. All right, so this is a 1,000 lumens. This is what we've got. I'm holding it right over the top of the camera, so I'm the same distance as the camera, and I can see this guy. My attacker, my target, I can see he has nothing in his hands. I'm good to go. So let me zoom in on that. Maybe I can give you a little bit better view of that target. So I've got it a little zoomed in more. And of course, cameras can't do anything the human eye can do. So about what you see there is what I can see. I can see, you know, it looks like he's got a hole in his hand. There's a number on that hand. On his left-hand hand, the hand over on the right side, and then I can see kind of the numbers. I can't make them out from here, but you can see the little white dots basically. So that's kind of what I can see. It's 2 badges. It does not, all the bleed of the light over where I can see it to the left and right and up and down of him, I can see that all the way back. So I can see this entire room with this light, to where it just doesn't do this justice of what we've got here. All of that that's dark on the sides, I can actually see. I don't think you can pick that up in the camera. I don't know. I'll play with it on the video, see maybe I can lighten it to show it a little more about what you can see. Of course, if you look up, you see my projector, or one of my projectors. But outside of that, it just doesn't do it the same kind of justice of what I can see with the human eye. So what you have here, where all the bleed over, where you can kind of see to the left hand side, that shelving unit, I can see pretty much that good all the way around with this 1,000 lumen light. Now what I want to do is I'm going to walk out here. My little boy is going to activate the light on me. I'm going to give you a little bit of feedback about that light activating on me, and then I'm going to activate the light toward the camera, and then I can show you what that's like. All right, so let us get set up, and then we're going to show you that. All right, go. Yeah, so that's bright. I can see the light. I can see a little glare over here to my left, your right. I can see that. That's all I can see. I can see the light. I can do this, but doing this, I don't really know where he's at. There's not much I can do from this point. So this 1,000 lumen does really, really well at blinding me. So yeah, so I think this works. So now I'm going to have him bring it to me, bud. And I'm going to stand about 20 feet away. I'm going to shine it at the camera. We're going to see what it does. Alright, so I'm standing where I was, and I'm going to shine it at the camera. Right there. I'm going to go off. I'm going to come back on. I'm going to go off. And come back on. And that's what you get. That's how dark it was. And then the brightness of it, you're going to blind your attacker, and then with blinding the attacker, you're going to be able to do whatever you want to do. So you go up on target, you got your attacker, you can move around now, you can do what you want to do. So I can move and keep him blinded and still keep it on him. I can see what he's doing. Even if he throws his hands up, he's not going to be able to see you. He's not going to be able to see what you're doing. In fact, you should be able to move back and him not even know you're moving back unless you move back too far. So yeah, so if you want the longer, the brighter HLX, TLR-7 HLX, this could be an option, especially if you have a full-size gun. This could be a good option for you. That 1,000 lumen is plenty of light. Alright guys, so let's go back to the table and check it out. Alright guys, so we saw what it looked like in the dark. That looks pretty good, right? It does pretty well. And again, that's about 45 plus feet away from us as we were doing that. Now, the one big complaint that I have with all the lights, I do have a complaint with all the lights, is with the technology. To be honest, I don't even like this. I just don't. Personally, I would buy a setup, just a charging port with actual chargeable batteries that you can pop 4 or 6 in. I can pull one out, put it in, take the one out when it goes dead. Because I don't know any time that I would have enough time to where I would want this down and not have my battery in there. However, I don't understand why they don't make it like some of the other companies. And a lot of you are going to know what type of light this is. I'm not going to show the name or anything like that on here. But it has a charging port on the back. So all you do is take this magnet charger and it charges to it. It has a USB hook here. And that's all we have to do. And then what I can do is I can hook this up at night, lay my gun down, have it charging, and if I need it, I just grab my gun. I have this lanyarded basically, and I pull it and it comes right off, and then I go to do what I need to do. And I don't understand why companies can't do that. It shouldn't be any more money once they get it designed, because there's plenty of room right here. It doesn't have to be as large as that charger there. It can be smaller. So that's my one complaint with these, all the lighting companies that don't have it. The part on the bottom, you know, this is not magnetic. The other part is, the charger is, not this part. So this isn't going to get dirty or anything. It's not going to collect dust, you know, metal shavings or any of that. You might get a couple in there, but it's not going to be bad. It will still magnet and charge. I've used these for years. So I don't understand why they can't make them in these. It's an amazing design. I think they should, because then you could just have this on the gun. You can have it laying next to your bed with the charger on it. I would lay mine like that. The charger would be on it, and then when you grabbed it, the charger would come off if you lanyard it down. Just basically tie it off to something, and then you wouldn't have any problems. And you can do that with the stuff hidden, and it doesn't look bad. And you can have a little part that you snake it around and kind of put it down on your bedside table, and not a big deal. So that's my one gripe and complaint about this light. Outside of that, seems like a decent light. So if you're looking for the Streamlight TLR-7X, it works properly, it functions properly. So yeah, you should be good to go. Alright guys, this is Spencer with Defense Training. Stay safe, stay armed.
We've been instructing firearm training courses since 2008 and offer South Carolina concealed weapons permit classes, church safety security team training, advanced handgun training, ultrasonic handgun cleaning, and much more. Go to defensetraining.org for more info and to get signed up for a class. Also, make sure to check out our online store for our custom Kydex handgun and magazine holsters. We offer in the waistband, outside the waistband, appendix, and our new track appendix carry holster, as well as active retention magazine holsters, and other firearm and everyday carry accessories. Check them out at holstersbydefensetraining.com. We hope to see you at our next video.